You think you need more money, more discipline, more motivation, but what you really need is healing. Because when you heal, everything else comes. We live in a world obsessed with output, productivity, hustle, performance. You're told to keep going, push through, fix your habits, fix your body, fix your income. But no one tells you to fix what's underneath. The ache, the wound, the part of you still bleeding in silence. So you build your life like a house on cracked foundation. And you wonder why it keeps collapsing. You don't need another goal. You need to heal. And you need to do it first. Why do you chase women who don't want you? Why do you self-sabotage when things go well? Why do you scroll instead of sleep? Why do you keep people around who drain you? You think it's laziness or discipline. But it's not, it's pain. Unhealed pain drives repetition. You recreate the familiar until you finally break the cycle. You're not failing because you're weak. You're failing because you're hurt. And no one taught you that your heart needed tending too. Healing is inconvenient. It doesn't look sexy on social media. It's not a gym pic or a day trading graph. It's sitting in silence with the ache you've been avoiding. It's admitting, I'm still carrying things I never processed. That's why most men skip it. They'd rather numb than feel, pretend than pause, chase women instead of confronting loneliness, chase money instead of confronting worthlessness. But here's the truth. If you don't heal, you'll make every dream a new cage. The money won't save you. The girl won't fill you. The body won't fix you. Everything you build will crumble under the weight of what you won't confront. Healing doesn't mean you cry every day. It doesn't mean you talk about your feelings on Instagram. It means you stop running. It means you sit with your shame instead of masking it with ego. It means you forgive people who will never apologize. It means you look at the little boy inside you and say, I'm not abandoning you anymore. It's quitting the porn. It's unfollowing the girl who triggers your addiction. It's finally setting boundaries with your parents. It's walking away from people you've outgrown. It's showing up as a man, not a boy in disguise. When you heal first, you stop performing. You stop proving. You stop chasing things that don't nourish you. You start attracting from peace, not panic. You stop dating to feel whole because you already are. You stop overspending because you're not trying to impress ghosts. You stop explaining yourself because your presence speaks now. The gym becomes a sanctuary, not a punishment. The business becomes an expression, not compensation. The solitude becomes sacred, not scary. Healing makes you magnetic. Because healed men move differently, they don't beg, they build. They don't compete, they create. If you feel numb lately, if everything feels flat, if you've lost your hunger for life, it's not because you're lazy. It's because you're full of unprocessed grief. Grief for the person you never became. Grief for the relationships you stayed in too long. Grief for the years you betrayed your soul for approval. You're not broken. You're just buried. And healing is the excavation. So, where do you begin? Stop lying to yourself. Get off autopilot. Journal what you're afraid to admit. Go for a walk without your phone. Talk to God. Take one day off to do nothing but sit in your life. Notice what makes you feel heavy. Notice what you keep avoiding. Then face it. Without judgment, without shame. Healing is not loud, it's not fast, but it's powerful. You were not put here to be productive. You were not put here to be perfect. You were put here to be whole. Your healing doesn't just benefit you, it ripples. It changes the way you love, the way you father, the way you build, the way you lead. A healed man is dangerous, not because he's aggressive, but because he's unshakable. And that's what this world needs. You've been fragmented, pulled in every direction, told to achieve, grind, seduce, chase. But you're coming home now. Back to stillness, back to presence, back to peace. Not because the world slowed down, but because you chose to heal. And when you heal first, everything else aligns. Everything else makes sense. Everything else begins to serve you. You just have to start. Not with force, but with truth. If this message resonated with you, it's time to reclaim your energy. Become the man who no longer chases, because he doesn't have to. If you're ready to think sharper, feel deeper, and move with power, subscribe to the channel. We don't chase here, we become. Welcome to the Quiet Edge.